what was your read on that performance? It seemed that they had the better of it for the first 2 periods, perhaps, and you guys had a bit of pushback in the third.
I felt I thought we were resilient, but we didn't play. It's the third game of the year. It's still exhibition the way I look at it for us. We haven't even played anybody, so we didn't have a lot of mojo. I thought the first two. I thought that was for one big reason. We had all week off to a certain extent. That's not an excuse, but I didn't like our tempo. I liked their tempo. I thought they played on Wednesday. I thought it showed. We were a step behind the whole night. But when you've coached a long time and you look at that, they've gotten some games, and I thought they had their legs. I thought they had their tempo, and we seemed to be a little step slow. We picked it up a little bit in the third, but it took us a while.
Danny Taylor, a bit of a tough performance in the shootout, but you owe the point in a lot of respects to him just over those first 2 periods, fair to say.
Yeah, Danny definitely gave us a chance to get a point, so no problems. Shootouts are shootouts.
How did you like the way your team responded physically after the second period when Chicago seemed to have the lion's share of hits?
Yeah, we had talked about it after the second. We felt it was pretty lopsided. And then you lose Bouma, who's really one of the only few guys that we have that can actually get after some people. We're a puck possession team the way we're built right now. We have to play in the middle of the rink. We have to, manage the puck really well. But I thought we tried a little bit harder in the third. I just didn't, I think even the breakaways, it gave you an indication as to where we were. Like we had some breakaways in the game and we weren't very fluid in those situations. And, but I thought we had a little better push physically in the third, but we had a lot of guys that, didn't have one of their better games of the two we've played.
Does Lance need more evaluation in terms of his injury, or where is he at that?
Yeah, they're looking at him back there. I haven't gotten to that point yet, but, obviously he's out. He won't play tomorrow, I know that, from what I can tell at this point, but seems to be okay, but I, to what degree, I don't know.
What do you guys have to do differently tomorrow to get the win?
Well, we just have to play harder. I didn't think we competed very hard. I thought we had a lot of guys in the perimeter, and it's all right. It's the third game of the year. I'm not that disappointed in us. I thought we did some good things. We have a plan in place, and we turned over some pucks, but I'm okay with that. Like, as long as we stick to our plan. Like, this isn't about winning this particular game. This is a process. It's about development, and it's about building a team that's going to get better as the year goes on. So I thought we did some really good things, but I felt we were just off. We just need to be a little bit more engaged. We seem to be a step behind. So I didn't really care for us mentally, and that would be the edge I'd like to see us have. Just a little sharper mentally.
Coach, when does your plan include Leland Irving in goal?
Not really sure yet. Not really sure. That's an ongoing evaluation. Obviously, we're in a good spot. We have 3 goaltenders that are obviously very capable. But it's about merit. That's the way it is here. It's the way it'll always be. It's about merit. You got to earn what you get, and he's trying to earn that.
What's been the biggest difference to Roman Horak this year as opposed to the end of last year?
Oh, good question. I think he just settled in like he settled in. He didn't drop down from playing a lot of games in the NHL and then try to get – this is a tough league to come into late and come down here. It's a little bit helter-skelter, as we saw tonight at times. I don't think he ever really found his niche last year, in fairness to Roman. This year I've moved him around, obviously, in different spots. He's played the middle. He's played the wall. He's played the left side tonight after Bouma went out. He's done a nice job on our power play. But I think he's been able to get a lot of puck touches, and he does have skill. And because of the puck touches, I think his confidence is sky high right now. He's had a lot of touches, especially last weekend. I think he came in tonight's game just tremendously confident. Regardless of the line he's on, I think he feels really good about himself. And I think he's settled into, like, I'm here and I'm not going anywhere right now. And that's been a big difference for him as a young player.
Can you talk a little about the chemistry that Berchi and Walter seem to have?
Yeah, well, it's obviously a good chemistry. They can play off each other. I just think in development at this level, you have to have certain vets that can get guys the puck, and you got to get it to them in the right areas at the right time. And that's what Ben's able to do. And Ben is in great shape. I mean, he's a different player than he was a year ago. So Sven's a kind of a tough guy to keep up with at times. But, you know, Ben understands the game very well. He understands where he can find time and space, and he puts Sven in good positions with a puck, and as does Sylvester. Like, Sylvester complements him very well, too, because he can play the offside and still get the puck across to Sven. So, but Wally's been great for both of those guys.
Last question. How did you choose your shootout lineup?
Just close the eyes. Just picked. It's the first one. We have some method to our madness, a little bit as a feel from last year for sure. You know, we used Walter and Kalanos in certain spots. Obviously, we didn't get till Sylvester, and Sylvester was 5 last year. So we kind of kept those guys in their slots a little bit. We're not really sure. I think we have other guys that didn't participate in tonight's shootout that probably could be in there. We've done some work in practice, so we had a good feel for things. It just, you know, when you talk about our team, like, step slow, I don't know if we would have, whoever we would have picked, like, the way I find us a step slow is we tried to go 5-hole on some breakaways. We tried to go 5-hole in the shootout. Like, it didn't work. Like, how many times you got to be told that? That was unfortunate, but that's part of the growth down here, and that's part of the process. So a little bit more off of last year than anything.
Great.
All right, thank you.